Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys.
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened on Friday?
It was springtime in the time of David, and they were wanting to go kill people because it was the time to kill people.
It was the time. You do
it was
it every
wartime.
spring.
Springtime is killing time.
And they killed giants.
They did.
And David was a sweet, sweet psalmist.
Yeah, that too. We also, I think, were near Bathsheba time, and it's possible they skipped it, but maybe they didn't. Maybe we'll find out soon. I don't know.
I don't know.
But this is chroniclers telling, so, like, you never know what the chronicler's going to do.
Yeah, you just never know.
Like, you got to stay tuned to find out what the chronicler skips and what he doesn't skip.
Because you don't want to make him into a victim.
Right.
Because then he's weak. But you also don't want to make him a bad guy. So you can't talk about his strengths too much.
You're talking about David, right?
Yeah. You can't talk about either his strengths or his weaknesses.
Right, you got to walk that perfect line of perfect David.
Of sweet, sweet psalmist David.
Yeah. So that was 1 Chronicles chapter 20.
Indeed it was.
And today we're going to be reading
1 Chronicles chapter 21.
Let's do this.
Let's. Okay, 1 Chronicles chapter 21.
Okay.
Satan.
Satan?
Satan.
Did you say Satan?
I said Satan.
Is this the first mention of Satan?
I believe it is.
Huh.
Satan.
That's fucked up.
This Satan guy.
Just out of nowhere. Like, they're just introducing a character, right? They're like, Satan. You know Satan?
You know Satan?
Who the fuck's Satan?
I've never heard of him before. I have not met this fine fellow. Well,
Here he is. I mean, he's in the Bible now.
Whoever he is, he rose up against Israel.
Son of a bitch.
And caused
Fucking
David.
hate it when Satan rises up.
He caused David to take a census of the people of Israel.
Oh, so this is where one of those contradiction things comes in, sort of.
The devil made him do it.
Devil made him do it, yeah. This is why God punished him. So we're still trying to make David look good or reasonable as to why he did things against God here.
Yeah.
So this is part of, like, the excuse.
The apologist.
Right. Satan.
Yeah.
Like,
Satan rose up and made him
definitely.
Did it.
So, like, I wonder when this time frame was that the chronicler was writing, because Satan is a new fucking word and concept here.
Right.
So this is really weird and kind of cool. I mean, cool in the sense that, now we got Satan.
I think that in our Q&A, we might have to cover some Satan.
I think Satan is definitely on the
it's
docket
on the table.
here. Yeah.
We haven't even got past the first sentence.
We're trying to see how many times we can say Satan.
It's kind of fun. So David said to Joab and the commanders of the army, dudes, take a census of all the fucking people of Israel, from Beersheba in the south to Dan in the north, and bring me a fucking report so I may know how many there are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it.
Uh-huh.
But Joab replied, right, but so may the Lord increase the number of his people 100 times over, you know? Like, I'm happy about that, but, like, why, my lord the king, do you want me to do this?
Right, because counting people is stupid.
Are they not all your servants? Question mark.
I mean,
why...
I'm thinking that he wants it so he can collect more tax money. That's usually why there's censuses.
Yeah. Why must you cause Israel to sin? So Joab knows.
Right, but I don't understand why. I didn't understand it then. I don't really understand it now. Why is counting your people a sin?
Well, we covered this in the Q&A back then, because they don't belong to David. They belong to God.
So he's not allowed to count them.
No, because he's counting them for his glory. He's counting them
when it's God's glory instead of David's glory.
Yeah, he's counting them to show how awesome he is.
Okay.
They weren't preparing for war or anything. He just was like, he wanted to raise taxes and he wanted to look powerful.
Okay. All right.
And so he was doing it for the wrong reasons.
I guess.
That was what I'm not saying.
No, I know. That's
I'm not
what
saying if I agree. That's just
what the apologists say.
Well,
and
not just the apologists, the scholars who study this would say
sure
that is the obvious answer.
Right.
He did it for the wrong reasons.
Okay. All right.
But the king insisted that they take the fucking census. So Joab traveled throughout all Israel to count the people. He's like, hey, whatever you say, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Then Joab returned to Jerusalem and reported the number of people to David. There were 1,100,000 warriors.
Wow.
In all of Israel who could handle a sword. And 470,000 in Judah. But Joab did not include the tribes of Levi and Benjamin in the census because he was so distressed at what the king had made him do.
Yeah.
So there was actually more people.
There's more, yeah.
Yeah. But he was like, I don't know about all this.
I wonder if that number is the same in the first reading, the million whatever. It seems like a large number of people.
Right? Like, I'm really bad with numbers, as you know.
Right.
So I couldn't possibly tell you.
But I'm curious if that's one of the... I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember them saying 1 million in the last one, but...
Me neither, but...
Maybe I'm just not remembering, because I don't remember a lot of things, so...
Exactly. Well, when we do our,
Q&A?
No, not just Q&A. The, what's it called? Contradictions
at
the end of this book.
Yeah, we'll probably find out then.
We will have a lot more to cover now that we're in Chronicles.
Right,
so I'm
because
very
we can go
excited.
back and hit the one that they actually reference. So.
Yeah, exactly. Because there were so many I had to skip, especially in Samuel, because we weren't there yet.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
God, I will have you know, was very displeased with the census, and he punished Israel for it, which I find to be bullshit, because it was the king that did it, not Israel.
Right. No, I agree. That's, like, God punishes people for what kings do all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's crap.
That's bullshittery.
But then also, God cares about censuses, but not about fucking people dying of cancer.
Right.
Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Jimmy, this is some bullshit. And I saw somebody on Twitter say, you know, this God that does all these things, if he actually exists, if they actually exist, then we as a people in this world need to rise up and hunt him down and kill him.
Yeah.
Because
he's a very
fucking
bad
horrible
entity.
person, thing, whatever.
He's a bad entity.
Right. Why do you give a fuck about a census versus all the other things you could care about?
Right.
Like, that's so stupid.
And I'm sorry, but he has a plan, and we're not good enough to understand. That's just not good enough for me.
I'm sorry, every time I get a whiff of his fucking plan where he doesn't care about this, but he cares about a goddamn census or something.
Or picking up sticks on the wrong goddamn
I'm like,
day.
your plan is fucking stupid, dude.
It doesn't really seem to me like you really know what you're doing.
Right.
And you're kind of just moody.
Yeah,
mercurial as fuck.
Definitely.
So then David said to God, he just called him up on his
He didn't have to go through Nathan this time, right?
Nope. He said straight to God. He called him up and he goes, I have sinned greatly by taking this census. Please forgive my guilt for doing this foolish thing.
Yeah.
Does he sound sincere? He's
I mean,
like, I did it.
You're the one reading it, so I don't know how he said it. Maybe he was more grovelly, you know?
But it just strikes me that he did it and then apologized later.
Well,
That's the way you do things.
Right.
Right? If you don't want the answer to be no, don't ask permission.
Right.
Then the
but
Lord...
to spend your whole life asking permission also is kind of a shitty way to have to live your life, because there's some, stupid God over here that's going to be like, yeah, I didn't want you to count those people.
Right.
What? Seriously, dude?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Then the Lord spoke to Gad, David's seer. So David spoke directly to God, but God was like, I'm not talking to you right now. I'm going to go talk to this other guy.
Right, but they said seer. Doesn't that indicate like a psychic type person? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. This is what the message said. Go and say to David, this is what the Lord says. I will give you 3 choices. Oh, I remember this.
Okay.
This is interesting.
All right.
Choose one of these punishments.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
And I will inflict it upon you.
Right.
So Gad came to David and said, these are the choices the Lord has given you. What I find interesting is that in this telling, we don't have to read God tell Gad what they are and then Gad tell him. And so
right, they tightened it up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, like normally up until excuse me, up until now, the chronicler breaks this chain, because up until now everything is repeated. Like
right.
That's the way that they did it to like show, I don't know, like the oral tradition required it or some stupid shit to help them remember it. Well,
it probably helped to solidify it in your brain by saying it over and over again.
And
right?
It was very sing-songy and stuff like that probably too. But they repeated everything. Like that's how, one of the ways that they could tell that it was a different author.
Right.
Because this guy didn't say, he didn't have God spell it out to Gad and then Gad spell it out to David.
Right, right.
They skipped that part, which is nice.
I mean, yeah.
But then I just spent the entire time going on about it, so it didn't save me a single breath.
No.
Okay, you may choose 3 years of famine, 3 months of destruction by the sword of your enemies, or 3 days of severe plague as the angel of the Lord brings devastation throughout the land of Israel. Decide what answer I should give the Lord who sent me. Ugh, I'm in a desperate situation, David replied to Gad. But let me fall into the hands of the Lord, for his mercy is very great. Do not let me fall into human hands. So the Lord sent a plague upon Israel, and 70,000 people died as a result.
That's some bullshit.
Right, but we did cover that in our Q&A.
I know, it's still bullshit.
It made sense insofar as any of this makes sense.
It doesn't make any fucking sense why God punishes all of Israel for David.
No, totally, I agree.
It does not make any sense.
I agree. And God sent an angel to destroy Jerusalem. But just as the angel was preparing to destroy it, the Lord relented. Because he changes his mind sometimes.
Right.
Even though they say he doesn't.
As I recall, it was David actually pleaded with him or something, wasn't it?
I don't remember. But the Lord relented and said to the death angel, "Stop, that's enough." At that moment, the angel of the Lord was standing by the threshing floor of Araunah the Jebusite. David looked up and saw the angel of the Lord standing between heaven and earth with his sword drawn, reaching out over Jerusalem. So David and the leaders of Israel put on burlap to show their deep distress.
Yeah.
And fell face down on the ground. I always put on a potato sack when I'm upset.
But it's interesting how they stopped. Or God stopped the Lord. In this telling of it, God stopped the Lord before they put the burlap on.
God stopped the angel.
God stopped the angel before they put the burlap on. I think it was the other way in the last one.
You're probably right. I don't remember.
I mean, it would make more sense that they groveled before God stopped, you know? Yeah.
And David said to God, "I am the one who called for the census. I am the one who has sinned and done wrong. But these people are as innocent as sheep. What have they done? O Lord my God, let your anger fall against me and my family, but do not destroy your people."
Yeah, I think it would make more sense if they're trying to give glory to God, right? That they would make God make the decision before David grovels to him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's maybe why they put that in that order.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
I don't know either, but...
Then the angel of the Lord told Gad to instruct David to go up and build an altar to the Lord on the threshing floor of Araunah the Jebusite. That's where they were.
Right.
So David went up to do what the Lord had commanded him through Gad. Araunah, who was busy threshing wheat at the time, turned and saw the angel there. He's like, I'm just chopping down my wheat. I got my wheat sickle and I'm sickling my wheat, chopping down my wheat. And then I turn around, what the fuck? There's a fucking angel standing there. Holy shit. I mean, what would you do? Like, you're just going about your business, like...
Well, I mean, if I saw an angel, my whole life would fucking change, obviously.
I would be like, hold on. I've seen Supernatural. Are you a good angel or a bad angel? I've also seen, what's the one with David Tennant and Michael
Good
Sheen?
Omens.
Good Omens. So, like, are you one of the officious guys that, don't care and you're just trying to follow the, what is it? The
Ineffable
plan. The ineffable plan? Yeah. Or are you like Michael Sheen and you just like bookstores and wine?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Turned and saw the angel there. His 4 sons who were with him ran away and hid.
That's probably smart.
Yeah. But when Araunah saw David approaching, he left his threshing floor and bowed before David, who was wearing a potato sack, with his face to the ground. David said to Araunah, "Let me buy this threshing floor from you at its full price. Then I will build an altar to the Lord there so that he will stop this plague." "Take it, my lord the king, and use it as you wish," Araunah said to David. "I'll give the oxen for the burnt offerings and the threshing boards for wood to build a fire on the altar and the wheat for the grain offering. I will give it all to you." Because he's like, there's an angel.
And a king.
Yeah. Like, no, you totally can have it. The end.
Right. An angel and a king show up and they ask for things. You give it to them.
But King David replied to Araunah, "No, I insist on buying it for the full price. I will not take what is yours and give it to the Lord. I will not present burnt offerings that have cost me nothing."
I think that we talked about it at the time. That was a good thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as, things in the Bible go.
Yeah.
Don't let the guy just give you all of his shit.
Right.
That's fucking crap.
Right. Well, I like the way it's phrased here. It was not phrased this way in the first go round, where he says, "I will not give something to the Lord that cost me nothing." Like, that's not a sacrifice.
Right,
that's
right.
Just lip service.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah. So David gave Araunah 600 pieces of gold in payment for the threshing floor. I hope that was a good price.
Yeah, right.
David built an altar there to the Lord and sacrificed burnt offerings and peace offerings. And when David prayed, the Lord answered him by sending fire from heaven to burn up the offering on the altar.
Wow. It's amazing.
Fire, huh?
I'd have loved to have seen that.
I've seen fire and I've seen rain.
Right? Yeah.
Then the Lord spoke to the angel who put the sword back in its sheath. Like, "Stop, angel. Put your fucking sword away." But he told him to stop
before they even had this discussion, according to this section.
I know. Weird.
Whatever.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Okay, just a little bit more left here.
Okay.
When David saw that the Lord had answered his prayer, he offered sacrifices there at Araunah's threshing floor. At that time, the tabernacle of the Lord and the altar of burnt offering that Moses has made in the wilderness were located at the place of worship in Gibeon. But David was not able to go there to inquire of God because he was terrified by the drawn sword of the angel of the Lord. The end.
I mean, I'd be terrified that I saw a fucking angel in the first place. So, especially one with a goddamn sword.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I wonder if that's where, like, the sword of Damocles comes from. Are you familiar with that story?
I've heard of it. I don't know much. No.
I don't know the whole story, but it's like you're dreading it falling on you, and that is punishment in and of itself.
Got it.
Without the sword actually falling on you.
Gotcha.
It's also, I think, similar to the millstone around your neck, or I forget. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of them, that parables and whatever, that are all the same.
Sure. Okay. Well, that was First Chronicles Chapter 21.
It sure as fuck was.
And tomorrow we will be back with
First Chronicles Chapter 22.
All right. We'll see you guys then.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
Satan.
First mention of Satan.
Hell yeah. And potato sack wearing.
Mm-hmm. David did a census, and it was a no-no.
Right. And God likes to punish people for things that kings do.
Right.
Because God's a dick.
And he told David, go buy that land that you did bad on.
Yeah.
And so then David bought the threshing floor from that dude.
Well, God didn't tell him to buy the land. David decided to buy the land because he didn't want to sacrifice something that was somebody else's thing.
No, David, I thought God told him, build me an altar here.
Yeah, but he didn't tell him to buy the land.
Okay, but he did tell him,
I'm just trying to give,
here.
Credit where credit's due there to David, because he did decide to buy the land.
That is true.
So.
But God was like, build me an altar.
Right.
And David was like,
Yep.
But
I mean, God tells you to do something, you do it, I guess.
But I don't own this, so I'll be right back in a minute. Hang on.
All right, that was 1 Chronicles Chapter 21.
Sure as fuck was.
And today we're going to be covering
1 Chronicles Chapter 22.
Let's do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, 1 Chronicles Chapter 22.
Okay.
This is actually starting with a continuation from the previous chapter.
All right.
The site for the temple.
Okay.
So, just wanted to put that out there, that it just starts off like
story
section.
Yeah.
Then David said,
Then
David said, this will be the location for the temple of the Lord God and the place of the altar for Israel's burnt offerings.
Awesome. I love having a place for the burnt offerings.
Mm-hmm.
I call it the stove.
The stove? The oven?
The oven.
The furnace?
No, the furnace would be a bad place for for burnt offerings. I mean, those are the disgusting, in the basement burnt offerings. But
stovepipe? Wait, what did they used to call those kitchen things?
Kitchen things.
Where you had to put coal into them to make the heat go.
You talking about I don't know. What are you like a wood burning stove type thing?
Like the iron thing. The iron things.
The iron things.
Yeah, they were big old things made of iron.
I don't
like didn't
coal
your
burning
mom,
stove?
I guess. Didn't your mom have one like
she had a wood burning stove.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. It was to heat the house,
But it was a stove.
I mean,
it was
that's
like an old fashioned stove.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's sure.
I mean, okay. I was just trying to think of another word for stove, oven.
And then you just went off the rails.
No, I wasn't off the rails. I was on the rails. You just didn't go with me.
Got it.
Oh, okay, anyways. So David gave orders to call together the foreigners living in Israel, and he assigned them the task of preparing finished stone for building the temple of God.
I see.
How do you finish stone?
You tumble it, I think.
Oh.
Don't you? Isn't that what
that's
tumbling is?
That's how you get polished rocks.
Isn't that finishing? I don't know. Maybe that's how you finish. Maybe you sand it down a lot. Maybe you spit on it and rub it a little bit. I don't know.
I mean, I know we used to have a tumbler for polishing rocks.
Maybe you lift it over your head and throw it on the ground and say, "You're finished."
Oh my God.
And that's what you do.
You're
You're finishing the stone.
Sweep the leg. Finish them.
Finish them.
David provided large amounts of iron for the nails that would be needed for the doors and the gates.
Yeah.
And for the clamps.
He didn't just go down to Ace Hardware?
No, he did not. He gave more bronze than could be weighed. That's a lot of fucking bronze.
They said that the last time. I'm like, I call bullshit.
You can weigh it.
You can fucking weigh it.
You can weigh it.
Just do it in chunks and add it up, man.
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
You got abacuses?
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, you could weigh a small portion of it and be like, okay, this is 10 pounds or what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
And then you just look and you go, okay, how many? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
And you say, okay, times 10.
Right, you can fucking weigh that shit.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you can't weigh it.
It's not unweighable.
It's weighable.
It's not like unnumbered as the stars or as numerous as the sand on the beach.
Just because you're lazy and don't want to weigh it doesn't mean you can't.
Yeah, it's difficult, but it's not undoable.
Right.
It's tedious and a pain in the ass and unnecessary.
Just don't lie to me.
Yeah.
Don't lie to me and
don't
pretend.
Don't be like, but I cannot.
Right.
But I can't.
Because that's bullshit.
It's bullshit. He also provided innumerable, could not be counted.
No numbers.
Cedar logs,
okay.
Yeah, they couldn't count them. Innumerable.
You cannot say that word.
I cannot say that word, but I'm trying to be sarcastic and it's not helping. I'm just saying, how do you not be able to count how many fucking logs you have?
You can count them.
You don't have to like count from 1 to 1,000,000. You can count off like 25 or 50 at a time.
Right.
And then be like,
maybe this is so far back in time that they didn't have numbers to register what the amount that they had was. But they could still be like, okay, look, we stopped counting at like, a million. So like we had a million times 2,
Right.
like, or 1.5 million.
Like, okay, how many sets of 50 did you have?
Right.
My
yeah.
guy, it's not that difficult.
Yeah, break it into chunks and tell us how many sets you got.
This is not...
You can do it.
This is not
This is
hard
easy.
math. This is not like
Right.
geometry or algebra.
Again, you just didn't want to.
You don't need the quadratic fucking equation for this. Okay. He also provided innumerable cedar logs for the men of Tyre and Sidon, remember?
Yeah, because they were like the
masters
of cedar cutting shit.
Had brought vast amounts of cedar to David.
Yeah.
David said, "My son Solomon is still young and inexperienced, and since the temple to be built for the Lord must be a magnificent structure, famous and glorious throughout the world, I will begin making preparations for it now."
Oh, he's going to prep for Solomon. I didn't know that happened.
I didn't know that happened either.
Right?
Do you think that happened?
I don't think that happened.
I don't think that happened.
No, that didn't happen.
Way to go, chronicler, you big
He just
fucking
added
liar.
that in. He's like, David's got to be the shit, man.
David is such the shit that he prepped for Solomon.
Right.
Let's not give Solomon any credit of his own.
Well, I mean, Solomon did
It's
have that
all
last
David.
bad chapter there where he
right. But this is all
fucked
David.
all up.
Yeah. So David collected vast amounts of building materials before his death.
Yeah, of course.
Because he's awesome.
All of a sudden in this chapter,
Yeah.
where the chronicler's writing and loves David.
He should lick his butthole.
I mean, it's, if he wants to, he can, I guess.
I'm just saying.
He's dead, though. That might be pretty nasty.
He's so in love with him.
Just saying.
Then David sent for his son Solomon. He called for his pipe and he called for his fiddlers 3. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and
Oh.
a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his son, and he called for his fiddlers 3.
Got it.
Never heard that before?
I have.
Okay.
I just, not on the tip of my brain.
Well, anytime it says he sent for his son, that's all I could think of is old King Cole.
Got it. I don't know why, but okay.
Because he sent for his son.
Yeah.
He called for his son, and he called for his pipe.
What does that have to do with King Cole?
Because he sent for his son.
I'm still not following.
They both sent for their son.
Okay.
He called for his son, and he called for his pipe, and he called for his fiddlers 3.
Oh, okay. All right. I got it.
Literally.
It doesn't, I don't know.
They both called
I got
for their son.
I get it now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you're slow, and I was on that.
You were on it.
Okay. So then David, much like King Cole, sent for his son Solomon and instructed him to build a temple for the Lord, the God of Israel.
Okay.
So David is telling Solomon.
Right. He told him.
Yeah.
I don't think that happened either.
I don't think that happened.
Because that's not how it was portrayed to us when
No.
we read the book of Solomon.
No. "My son," said David, "I want to build a temple to honor the name of the Lord my God," David told him. "But the Lord said to me, 'You have killed many men in the battles you have fought, and since you have shed so much blood in my sight, you will not be the one to build a temple to honor my name. But you will have a son who will be a man of peace.'" Solomon is wise.
I mean, the wisest.
"I will give him peace with his enemies in all the surrounding lands. His name will be Solomon, and I will give peace and quiet to Israel during his reign."
I'm just saying it. Okay, God is the one that made David war all these people, right? And kill all of them, and he's getting blamed because he can't build a temple because he warred too much, right?
Yeah.
So, and then he's gonna make Solomon's reign be peaceful,
Mm-hmm.
and he gets to build the temple because it's peaceful. But like both things, God hypothetically did for them. So what does it matter who the fuck builds it?
Right.
They both are quote unquote worthy, I guess, because David's David and Solomon is, the wisest motherfucker on the planet.
Right.
So who cares?
I think the whole thing is stupid, personally.
I agree.
So David continues telling Solomon what God told him.
Right.
"He is the one, Solomon, who will build a temple to honor my name. He will be my son, and I will be his father, and I will secure the throne of his kingdom over Israel forever. Now, my son," continued David, "may the Lord be with you and give you success as you follow his directions in building the temple of the Lord your God. And may the Lord give you wisdom and understanding, that you may obey the law of the Lord your God as you rule over Israel. For you will be successful if you carefully obey the decrees and regulations that the Lord gave to Israel through Moses. Be strong."
Wait, but wasn't it during Solomon's reign? And maybe I'm misremembering this. Wasn't it during Solomon's reign? No, it was later, I think. But the they didn't have the Moses laws. Remember, they found them at some other point. Maybe it was during Solomon's reign, but I thought it was later.
I don't.
So like they don't even know what Moses' decrees were. I don't think.
I don't know when they lost them.
Well, that's true. Maybe they still had them back then, and
right.
then they lost them between other kings.
Maybe while they were building, they misplaced them.
Possibly, yeah.
David continues, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or lose heart. I have worked hard to provide materials for building the temple of the Lord. Nearly 4,000 tons of gold, 40,000 tons of silver, and so much iron and bronze, that it cannot be weighed."
I thought I remembered Solomon bringing a lot of stuff in too.
Yeah,
like
he did.
They went through this whole thing where he was, and I even remember like there was that Egyptian queen that brought stuff. And so like now they're saying it's almost like they're saying David did all that stuff.
Yeah.
And that Solomon didn't do this stuff.
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah, they're changing the story to make David that much more awesome.
I guess.
I can't build the temple myself, but I can gather the materials.
I mean, they're not specifically saying that Solomon didn't do that, but like this is the same kind of story that they said for Solomon.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just not correct, I don't think.
And again, so much shit that it can't be weighed.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lazy asses. "I have also gathered timber and stone for the walls, though you may need to add more."
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Okay.
That
okay.
prefaces the whole thing, yeah.
"You have a large number of skilled stonemasons and carpenters and craftsmen of every kind. You have expert goldsmiths and silversmiths and workers of bronze and iron. Now begin the work, and may the Lord be with you."
Wait, he's going to have him begin the work while David's still around?
Right?
That definitely didn't fucking happen.
No. Then David ordered all the leaders of Israel to assist Solomon in this project.
Oh my God. Like, this is taking Solomon's story and being like, you know what? Fuck you. You didn't do shit.
Yeah, besides, we want David to be the awesome
right.
one. Even though God specifically said David could not be the one to do this.
Right. They're like, well, but we need him to do it. So we're just going to make it sound like he did everything but build it.
Yeah. And then we're going to have him actually start the project that he was told not to start.
Yeah.
This is such a lie.
I mean, it's not... They just need to pick a story.
Yeah.
You know, like pick a fucking story and stick to it.
Yeah.
This is a completely different fucking story.
God told him don't do it. So why are they trying to make it out that he did it?
Yeah.
Is what I don't get.
Yeah, and if you're helping do it, isn't that still kind of doing it?
Yeah.
Like seems like you're kind of, I don't know.
You're trying to walk a fine line there.
Right, yeah.
And I call bullshit on you.
Right.
Chronicler, you are mistaken. Sir.
Right.
That's
this guy was like, man.
Yeah, he was so in love with David, he just couldn't even leave his story alone.
I mean, really?
"The Lord your God is with you," David declared. "He has given you peace with the surrounding nations. He has handed them over to me, and they are now subject to the Lord and his people. Now seek the Lord your God with all your heart and soul. Build the sanctuary of the Lord God so that you can bring the ark of the Lord's covenant and the holy vessels of God into the temple built to honor the Lord's name." The end.
That is such a bunch of crap.
Right? Yeah.
Like they took Solomon's whole thing.
Right.
And they're like, nah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't care for the chronicler. I find him to be a smarmy, lying son of a bitch.
Well, and like, okay, people have like rewritten, like this has been translated, and they've taken out books and put books in and whatever. They left this shit in?
Right.
Why?
I don't know.
It's stupid.
I think that they must have left it in as and here's the thing that somebody did back then. You know what I mean? Here's some guy tried to rewrite the Bible. Look at this shit, huh?
I guess. Or maybe they're leaving it in like, well, it's up to you to decide which one is the truth. And like, well, you did that one too many times and now I don't believe any of it. So,
right.
Not, I mean, even if it all sounded great, I still haven't heard from God. So like, you know, whatever. But like this book is shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was the First Chronicles chapter 22.
Are you sure?
I'm sure now.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sure now.
Yes.
And tomorrow we're going to be back with
First Chronicles chapter 23.
We'll see you guys then.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
Let's see. The chronicler couldn't count things, David couldn't count things.
Well, the chronicler claimed David couldn't count things.
Right. And they couldn't weigh things either.
No.
There was no weighing or counting available then.
Right. But it doesn't matter because the things that they couldn't weigh and that they couldn't count were things that David was gathering to build
the fucking temple that
for the ark.
Solomon did.
Yeah.
No, not the... Oh, yeah, for the ark.
For the ark, yeah.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
It was bullshit.
It was... Yeah, we didn't like the chronicler last chapter.
No.
It was crap.
He's a liar.
I mean, yeah, he's been a liar pretty much the whole time, but this was like...
Really...
I can't even count the ways that he was...
The amount that he got on my nerves is immeasurable.
Exactly. It's been weighing on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm going to stop now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was 1 Chronicles chapter 22.
Sure as fuck was.
And today we're going to be reading...
1 Chronicles chapter 23.
All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, 1 Chronicles chapter 23.
Okay.
But there's one sentence left of the story that we were reading from yesterday, David's preparation for the temple. Okay?
Okay.
So we start right at the end.
Oh, that was like the chapter title thing or something?
Yeah.
Ah.
So here's the final sentence to start off this new chapter.
Got it.
When David was an old man, he appointed his son Solomon to be king over Israel.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So now we're starting a new little section.
There was a whole lot more to that story, though. I mean, I'm just saying, you remember, like, because there was somebody else that was going to be king, and then,
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and Bathsheba was involved. So we did skip over Bathsheba, like, completely.
Completely.
Because she was involved in that decision.
Yep.
Wow, the chronicler just, like, edited that shit out.
He's
was like, that doesn't really look good on David.
He's like, I'm going to just not.
Yeah, we're just going to leave that bit out.
Because we can't even.
Right.
Yeah.
You think he'd be mad to find out, like, millennia later that the fucking Bathsheba story still precedes his story in the Bible?
Yeah.
Like, dudes, I wrote this so you didn't have to cover that bit.
Like, well, too bad.
And, like, you're making me look like a liar. Because you are.
Because you are.
But, whatever.
Okay, so next section. Ready?
Yeah.
David summoned all the leaders of Israel together with the priests and Levites.
Okay.
All the Levites who were 30 years or older were counted, and the total came to 38,000.
Great.
I
thought we did that last time.
I thought he didn't count the Levites, though.
Oh, yeah. No, he didn't. That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
So
he didn't count the Levites or the
priests.
The tribe of Benjamin.
Yeah. So he didn't. But now...
Right, but now he did.
Now he did.
Okay.
So now he is.
All right.
So then, and there's 38,000 of them.
Got it. Yeah, great.
Then David said, from all the Levites, 24,000 will supervise the work at the temple of the Lord. This is still David talking about the building of this thing he's not supposed to build.
Crap.
Right. Another 6,000 will serve as officials and judges. Another 4,000 will work as gatekeepers. And 4,000 will praise the Lord with the musical instruments I have made, because he is the sweet, sweet psalmist.
Right, yeah.
Then David divided the Levites into divisions named after the clans descended from the 3 sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari.
Okay.
The Gershonite family units were defined by their lines of descent from Libni and Shimei, the sons of Gershon. 3 of the descendants of Libni were Jehiel, the family leader, Zetham, and Joel. These were the leaders of the family of Libni. 3 of the descendants of Shimei were Shilemoth, Haziel, and Haran. 4 other descendants of Shimei. Oh my God. Seriously?
Well, I mean, we should have been prepared for this.
I know. Names.
He does names a lot.
I know. 4 other descendants of Shimei were Jahath, Ziza, Jeush, and Beriah.
Okay.
Jahath was the family leader and Ziza was next. Jeush and Beriah were counted as a single family because neither had many sons.
So if you don't have enough sons, you become one single family?
You're just a half. You're just half a man.
You guys kind of suck. So we're just going to squish you guys together here.
Your penis didn't make enough sons. Your wiener is bad.
Yeah.
So you're only half a man.
Right,
Like,
right.
wow. That's
kind of insulting.
Trash, right?
Yeah.
Like, who cares how many sons?
Right?
Whatever.
Yeah.
4 of the descendants of Kohath were Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uziel. The sons of Amram were Aaron and Moses. Aaron and his descendants were set apart to dedicate the most holy things, to offer sacrifices in the Lord's presence, to serve the Lord, and to pronounce blessings in his name forever. As for Moses, the man of God, his sons were included with the tribe of Levi.
Okay.
The sons,
that makes sense because they were.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The sons of Moses were Gershom and Eleazar. The descendants of Gershom included Shebuel, the family leader. Eliezer had only one son, Rehabiah, the family leader. Rehabiah had numerous descendants. The descendants of Izhar included Shilemith, the family leader. The descendants of Hebron included Jeriah, the family leader, Amariah, the second, Jehaziel, the third, and Jekameam, the fourth.
Great.
The descendants of Uziel, you're just like,
it's just
yes,
like,
yes.
Yeah, when can we?
I know.
Okay, so early on, I made fun of some of the names and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just so much work to make fun of the names. Like I gotta be really clever and think about things.
Yeah.
And
We're
I'm just kind of like, I already did names. I don't want to do. I don't want to do the names again. I want to do. I want to do story. Damn it.
Yeah, give me story. This is boring.
Right? Yeah.
I mean,
and it's also a lie.
Right.
Like I'm kind of disillusioned with the whole thing right now. I'm like,
fuck
God
the
damn you, chronicler.
Yeah. The descendants of Uziel included Micah, the family leader, and Isaiah, the second. The descendants of Merari included Mali and Mushi. The sons of Mali were Eleazar and Kish. Eleazar died with no sons, only daughters.
Fuck, not that.
His daughters married their cousins.
Why didn't he have any sons, this son of a bitch?
That son of a bitch.
Man.
His daughters married their cousins, the sons of Kish.
What was he thinking, not having sons?
Because girls have to marry their cousins. 3 of the descendants of Mushi were Mali, Eder, and Jeremoth. That's so gross. People marrying their cousins.
Yeah, well,
Ugh.
I mean, different times, I guess. But then again, I mean, what's his face? The lawyer for Trump.
Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah.
He married his
second cousin or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, gross.
Yeah.
And didn't you say you thought Jerry Lewis?
I think it was Jerry Lee Lewis. I was listening to something on NPR today, and they were doing a thing where, and don't quote me on this because I don't want to like ruin somebody if I'm wrong, but I think it was him. It was whoever wrote the song "Great Balls of Fire."
Oh.
Okay, whoever that is. They married their second cousin who was 13 years old, and it was a huge controversy apparently that kind of ended his pop career. And then he only recovered when he went to go sing country music, which totally makes sense. Cause...
That was a sick burn on country music. Damn. Like even I don't say that shit about country music. I was gonna say somebody else that married their cousin. Edgar Allan Poe married his cousin. His child bride cousin.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Something about older men marrying younger girls that are related to them.
Right.
That's so gross.
Yeah.
These were the descendants of Levi by clans, the leaders of their family groups, registered carefully by name. Each had to be 20 years old or older to qualify for service in the house of the Lord. For David said, "The Lord, the God of Israel, has given us peace, and he will always live in Jerusalem." Always.
Except for that time when they got exiled to Babylon, yeah.
Now the Levites will no longer need to carry the tabernacle and its furnishings from place to place.
We're still with David, though.
I know.
This is bugging the shit out of me.
I know. In accordance with David's final instructions, all the Levites 20 years old or older were registered for service. The work of the Levites was to assist the priests, the descendants of Aaron, as they served at the house of the Lord. They also took care of the courtyards and side rooms, helped perform the ceremonies of purification, and served in many other ways in the house of God.
Look, Solomon built a bunch of other shit too. He built the sea. Mm-hmm. He built like all kinds of crap. And like this was all part of his building all this stuff.
Yeah.
And like now they're trying to give all this credit to fucking David, and I'm like, no, I'm not having this.
I'm not having
this
it
is
either.
not okay.
I'm not even a fan of Solomon.
I'm not a fan of the Bible in general, but
Right.
I mean, like, at least keep your shit straight, you know?
Yeah. They were in charge of the sacred bread that was set out on the table, the choice flour for the grain offerings, the wafers made without yeast, the cakes cooked in olive oil, and the other mixed breads.
Do you think the wafers made without yeast is something that translated into Christianity, like Catholicism, with the, you're eating the whatever.
The body of Christ.
The body of Christ and all that crap.
Probably.
Like, it just feels like a tradition that carried through from Judaism into Catholicism.
I agree.
And, they just renamed the ceremony or whatever.
I agree.
So.
They were also responsible to check all the weights and measures, and each morning and evening they stood before the Lord to sing songs of thanks and praise Him.
Why would they need to do that? They can't even count shit or weigh shit, so who cares?
They assisted with the burnt offerings that were presented to the Lord on Sabbath days, at new moon celebrations, and at all the appointed festivals.
Wait, they're doing new moon celebrations?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're celebrating celestial beings?
Yeah.
Not God, but like
pagan.
they're that's fucking pagan.
Yeah.
It's pagan as shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never said they weren't.
I mean, I'm just saying, though they do claim they are not pagan.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why we have a separate denotation for who pagans are.
Mm-hmm.
And yet there's so many fucking pagan ceremonies in the Old Testament and in the New Testament even.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
It truly is, sir. The required number of Levites served in the Lord's presence at all times, following all the procedures they had been given. Nobody ever fucked that up.
Well, I mean, I'd be scared to, given the history of what God does to people that fuck up the ceremonies. So.
True. And so, under the supervision of the priests, the Levites watched over the tabernacle and the temple and faithfully carried out their duties of service at the house of the Lord, the end.
I so hoped we were done with the tabernacle.
Hell no. Never.
All right. Well, I don't know I have much to say because I'm just kind of pissed off at the chronicler right now.
Chronicler can eat a dick.
Pretty much, yeah. All right. Well, that was First Chronicles chapter 23.
Sure as fuck was.
And tomorrow we're going to be back with
First Chronicles chapter 24.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep, bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
The chronicler's a fucking liar.
He sure as fuck is.
I mean, Bathsheba, not even there.
Okay, I have a question about that. We keep saying Bathsheba, but what about the Queen of Sheba?
Oh my God, we were watching Supernatural tonight.
Yeah.
And whatever, so we're watching Supernatural. And they had a
mentioned
thing about the Queen of Sheba possibly being half Nephilim. And I don't know
not half Nephilim, total Nephilim.
Or whatever, yeah.
A Nephilim is half human, half angel.
Right. And apparently King Solomon wrote some tracking spell to keep track of her or something like that.
Like what
which,
the fuck?
Obviously could be just stretching for the show or something like that.
Of course.
But it was interesting because it was like we're sitting there watching it and we're like,
oh,
whoa, I know this story.
Yeah.
Only what? Nephilim? What?
Okay, so just to be clear then, the Queen of Sheba was Solomon and Bathsheba was David. Right? Okay.
Well, Bathsheba was King Solomon's mom.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Right.
Sometimes I forget how they're all related. There's so many people.
Yeah.
I'm not great with that many people. I'm like, wait, who?
Right.
And once we move on to the next one, I just have very little memory for those who precede.
Right.
Came before.
Oh, and I got one more thing to mention tonight.
Huh.
So we found out today that we have a pastor listening to our podcast.
Oh yeah.
And apparently doing so. We didn't hear this. We heard this from like one of their parishioners or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they're listening to keep themselves sharp.
Yeah,
and
they're using
we're like,
us.
Wow, that's so fucking cool.
They're using us to stay on their toes.
I love that.
That's awesome.
I think it's awesome.
Who knew?
Anyway, so that happened.
Yeah.
The chronicler's a liar.
Yeah.
That's all I got for that.
Yeah, Chronicles is trash.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so that
moving
was
on.
First Chronicles chapter 23.
Yep.
And today we're going to be reading
First Chronicles chapter 24.
All right, let's go do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, so First Chronicles chapter 24. But before I get into that, I have to tell y'all what I did today. It was so fucking stupid. I about broke my fucking toe.
I wasn't here for this, but
Well,
kid was here.
here's what happened. Like, there was a water bottle on the floor, and it was empty, and I was just gonna kick it into the kitchen like I do, because that's how I roll. But my foot just grazed it, and I basically missed it.
Right.
And I was like, no, that's trash. So I wound up for the big kick.
Mm-hmm.
And only I missed again because I kicked the floor. And so my big toe bent in, like not backwards, but like all the way in.
Yeah.
And it hurt so fucking bad. So I fell on the ground and I was laughing and crying at the same time because it was so stupid.
Yeah.
And then I kept being like, ow, and I would cry and I would just start laughing because I kicked the fucking ground. And then I look up and my kid had seen the whole thing and their eyes are totally wide, like as wide as a plate. And they were covering their mouth
because they wanted to laugh.
They wanted to laugh, but they felt bad because
you were obviously in pain.
Oh, I was in so much pain. You guys, it still hurts. It's all swollen. So I just need you to feel sorry for how stupid I am. Oh, if it's not one thing, it's another.
Right,
okay?
Right.
Anyway, so if you too are a klutzopotamus, you're not alone.
Right.
Okay, so First Chronicles chapter 24 starts off with a continuation from First Chronicles chapter 23, the divisions and duties of, you said duty, of the Levites. Okay?
All right.
So we're continuing on. Now we're in chapter 24.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is how Aaron's descendants, the priests, were divided into groups for service. The sons of Aaron were Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar.
Didn't we just cover them last chapter?
Mm-hmm,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
We just got to say it again.
We have to cover them until wife remembers their names.
That will never happen.
But Nadab and Abihu died before their father.
Because they lit the fucking incense wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I like how they're leaving that out.
Right.
Yeah. They picked up sticks on the wrong fucking day.
No, that was somebody else.
But I'm just saying, it was that kind of stupidity.
God was an asshole.
They didn't just die before their father. They were literally smited.
Like
they were smoked.
How many stupid ass things has like the king since these people done?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, you
right?
can live, whatever.
Right?
But they fucking lit the wrong incense and they're like, dead. God's like, fuck you.
Yep, dead. Oh, I'm sorry, but you touched the ark even though you were just trying to help. Nope,
yeah, I
dead.
guess that did happen.
Smoke.
Yeah, that was
You're
something
smoked.
recent that was dumb.
Yep.
It's just like he picks and chooses when to, like, in the Bible. So God picks and chooses to when he's going to just smote somebody for no fucking reason.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't like it's not ours to know because, it
bullshit.
is.
Yeah,
it is ours to know.
You need to explain that shit.
Yeah.
Like, if you're just going to kill somebody willy-nilly, you need to tell us why.
Yeah. Like,
and not be a stupid fucking answer.
Yeah. I have a very strong sense of justice, morality, and right from wrong, and I need to fucking know.
Right.
Okay? And I need to know what the rules are so that... And I need to know that the rules, like, if I break one, it's not, like, just death across the fucking board.
Right.
You know?
Well, like, okay. So, like, the reasoning behind the whole Uzzah, when he died because he caught the ark from falling or whatever, or tried to, right, is that they shouldn't have been transporting it the way that they were transporting it, right?
And they weren't Levites, so they shouldn't have been transporting
it
in the first place.
It was all wrong.
It was all wrong.
But he chose the one guy that tried to keep it from tipping over.
Yeah.
To kill that one guy.
Yeah.
Okay? Why didn't he kill the whole transporting party?
Right.
If it was such an egregious error.
Yeah.
Like, why did he have to die?
That's what
alone?
I want to know.
Why was it him?
And it's just so willy-nilly. I'm not comfortable with nonsense.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
I don't mind. Life is willy-nilly. Shit happens and it makes no sense.
Right.
Like my neighbor, the poor dear, she lost her husband like a few months into COVID. So it was like 2020. 6 months later, her cat, who was her baby, died.
Right.
And now we come to find out she's got liver cancer.
Yeah,
and she is not long. I mean, she does not look good.
Right.
And I just feel like,
and she is, and to preface this, she's
the sweetest person.
she is religious, which, but you would never know it by talking to her.
She's not an asshole.
Right. No, she's just the sweetest person that you would ever meet, and she would, I swear she would do anything for anybody because she's just that nice.
She's just a sweetheart.
And I couldn't help but just we were walking up to go vote when we saw her the other day, and I couldn't help but just, if there is a God, fuck you. Fuck you for her.
Yeah.
She goes to church twice a week with her mom. She has been through hell.
Yeah.
And you and if there is a God, you gave her liver cancer?
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you, after killing her husband and killing her cat.
Seriously.
Like, if you were gonna do it, just do it all at once, you know? Like,
don't make her suffer. God.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
What is the point of that?
So to go back to what I was trying to say.
Sorry.
No. I feel like it's very important that y'all know how much we care for this woman.
Yeah.
You know, she's just a very sweet woman and very undeserving of what's happening to her and what has happened. So, but I understand intellectually that shit happens. It's not fair. But it's not fair across the board.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If you try to insert a God into that,
it becomes...
that is anger.
Right.
Anger, not fair.
Right. Like, I want to fight the fucker.
Yeah. Like, I can accept not fair because, well, you know, we don't know what the odds are. We don't know how it's going to turn out.
It's sad. It's sad and it's tragic, and she doesn't deserve any of that. But, you know, there's nothing that... It's not her fault. It's not anybody's fault. It just is what it is.
It just sucks.
Right. It just
sucks. But to know that these people believe in this higher power that could actually do something about it and isn't.
Well, and think of the mindfuck from her point of view, right? Mm-hmm. She goes to church twice a week. She's very religious. To herself, keeps it to herself.
Yeah.
But she may be. There may be a part of her thinking that she did something wrong to deserve this.
Yeah.
And as she's dying, you know, like as she's dying, part of her dealing with this dying is wondering if she did something wrong to anger God.
Right.
You know, and she didn't specifically say that. I'm putting words in her mouth.
But I mean, she might be wondering, like, did I pick up incense on the wrong day? Did I pick up sticks on the wrong day? Did I touch the ark when I wasn't supposed to? Like, what was it that made God so fucking angry that he would kill my fucking husband, my fucking cat, and now my liver?
Right.
That's just bullshit.
And I just can't say it enough. She is the sweetest person on the planet.
Yeah.
Like, just, she's a great neighbor and wonderful person.
Totally.
So, anyway.
Sorry, totally off track.
No, we almost kind of lost our shit the other day when we were walking up to go vote when we found that out because, I mean, that was hard. It
was really hard. It was not something we expected to encounter.
No.
And we had literally just been talking like the day before.
Because we hadn't seen her in a while.
We haven't seen her in a while. We need to stop by and check on her, make sure she's doing okay.
Yeah. I mean, she's that neighbor. She's the one that you stop by and check on because you haven't seen her or talked to her in a while.
Yeah.
You know, like, we don't have, not most of our neighbors are like that. Like,
no, she's the only one that I don't even know the names of my other neighbors.
Right.
I know her name and I know the inside of her house. I babysat her cat before it died.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, it's relevant because of what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's relevant because fuck God for his stupid shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. All right, but let's continue with this bullshit.
Yeah.
But Nadab and Abihu died before their father because they were smote and they had no sons. So only Eleazar and Ithamar were left to carry on as priests, since God is a murdery fuck. With the help of Zadok, who was a descendant of Eleazar, and of Ahimelech, who was a descendant of Ithamar, David divided Aaron's descendants into groups according to their various duties. You said duty. Eleazar's descendants were divided into 16 groups.
Wow.
And Ithamar's into 8.
Okay.
That's a lot of descendants.
Right? Yeah.
Like, I don't think I'll have that many descendants.
No.
For there were more family leaders among the descendants of Eleazar. So he gets more groups.
Okay. Yeah.
All tasks. I have a really hard time with the SKS.
Oh, yeah?
Tasks. Can you say it?
That's because you don't like 6 either.
No, sixth.
Sixth.
I
Tasks.
can't.
Or sixth.
Yeah, I can't say those words.
Yeah.
I can't roll my R's either. I think my tongue is not right. I know my toe is not right.
Right. Yeah, that much we've covered.
All tasks were assigned to the various groups by means of sacred lots.
Of course, sacred lots.
Yeah, they
we
rolled
need
the
to
bones.
we need to start doing things in this household with sacred lots.
Oh,
Don't you think?
I need to get some sacred
or
lots.
unsacred lots. Maybe we should do them with unsacred lots.
Well, there's a store in town that sells like witch stuff. You know,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
witchy,
yeah.
pagan
Yeah,
stuff.
that's right.
We should ask her if
Hey,
she
do you
has
have any
sacred
sacred lots?
What about unsacred ones?
Right.
Do you have any lots?
Yeah. What kind of lots you got?
What we need some lots.
Yeah.
Sacred or otherwise.
Yeah.
Throw the bones, roll the
Yeah,
dice.
sure.
Yeah. So that no preference would be shown, for there were many qualified officials serving God in the sanctuary from among the descendants of both Eleazar and Ithamar.
Got it.
Shemaiah, son of Nathanael, a Levite, acted as secretary. Did he get patted on the ass and have to bring his boss coffee? Did he have to wear pantyhose and high heels and wear lipstick?
I doubt it.
No, I don't think he did.
Yeah.
Okay, he acted as secretary and wrote down the names and assignments in the presence of the king, the officials, Zadok, the priest, Ahimelech, son of Abiathar, and the family leaders of the priests and Levites. I'm so sorry, but this is kind of boring.
It is a bit.
The descendants of Eleazar and Ithamar took turn casting lots. They're casting lots and I'm bored.
They're taking turn casting lots?
Yeah.
Okay.
To see which group gets what
Okay. Oh,
job
okay.
and duty
Right.
and task.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Like, a story that's about them casting lots should be so much more interesting.
You think?
Yeah.
Isn't this just basically like drawing names?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Basically.
just saying, like,
Yeah,
how is that
you're
interesting?
Right. You're right.
Like, it just sounds better than drawing names, casting
It's
lots.
true.
You know?
They pulled names out of a hat.
Right.
You're right. The first lot fell to Jehoram. Sorry. The second lot fell to Jediah. The third lot fell to Haram. The fourth lot fell to Seoram. The fifth lot... Oh, Jesus Christ. This goes all the way.
Nice.
All the way.
Nice, yeah.
The fifth lot fell to Malkijah.
Mhm.
It's lots all the way down.
His wife's favorite bit, reading names.
It's lots
Lots
all the way
down. Yeah, I got it.
The sixth lot fell to Mijamin.
Mm-hmm.
The seventh lot fell to Hakaz. The eighth lot fell to Abijah. The ninth lot fell to Jeshua. The 10th lot fell to Jeconiah. The 11th lot fell to Eliashib. The 12th lot fell to Jakim. The 13th lot fell to Hupa. The 14th lot fell to Jeshebeab. The 15th lot... Shut up. The 15th lot fell to Bilgah. The 16th lot fell to Immer. The 17th lot fell to Hazir. The 18th lot fell to Hapizes. The 19th lot fell to Pethahiah. The 20th lot fell to Jehezkel.
This is rough.
It's bad. The 21st lot fell to Jakin. The 22nd lot fell to Gamul. The 23rd lot fell to Delaiah. The 24th lot fell to Maziah. That's it. Yay! Each group carried out its appointed duties. You said duties. In the house of the Lord, according to the procedures established by their ancestor Aaron, in obedience to the commands of the Lord, the God of Israel.
I'm assuming before they drew the lots, they assigned tasks to the lots that they were
Sure.
drawing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll probably have to go through all the names again to be told.
Right, just to
what
be
the
sure that
jobs
we
were.
know what they were and
Yeah.
what they're doing.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Yeah.
These were the other family leaders descended from Levi. Ready?
I'm ready
You put your head down.
because I'm preparing for more names.
Oh, God help me. Give me strength. From the descendants of Amram, the leader was Shabuel. From the
Hold on. Just real quick here.
descendants.
Real quick.
Yes.
The chronicler lies
Mm-hmm.
and makes these stories up and embellishes
Mm-hmm.
how wonderful David is, right? And all
Mhm.
this crap. And on top of that,
He's boring.
he's boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't feel like this is fair.
No,
I feel like the chronicler sucks ass.
Yeah.
And I don't like him.
I
I
don't
don't
like
like
him.
the chronicler.
Yeah.
I think he's bullshit.
Yeah. I
So
agree.
that's all. That's all I had to say.
Totally agree. From the descendants of Amram, the leader was Shebuel. From the descendants of Shebuel, the leader was Jedaiah. Fuck me. From the descendants of Rehabiah, the leader was Ishiah. From the descendants of Izhar, the leader was Shilomith. From the descendants of Shilomith, the leader was Jahath. From the descendants of Hebron, Jeriah was the leader, Amariah was second, Jahaziel was third, and Jechamiah was fourth.
Mm-hmm.
From the descendants of Uziel, the leader was Micah. From the descendants of Micah, the leader was Shamir, along with Ishiah, the brother of Micah. I'm getting through it. From the descendants of Ishiah, the leader was Zechariah. From the descendants of Merari, the leaders were Mali and Mushi. From the descendants of Josiah, the leader was Beno. From the descendants of Merari, through Josiah, the leaders were Beno, Shoham, Zachir, and Ibri. From the descendants of Mali, the leader was Eleazar, though he had no sons. From the descendants of Kish, the leader was Jeremiel. From the descendants of Mushi, the leaders were Mali, Eder, and Jeremoth. These were the descendants of Levi and their various families. Like the descendants of Aaron, they were assigned to their duties by means of sacred lots. You said duties.
Yeah.
Without regard to age or rank.
Okay.
Lots were drawn in the princess in the presence of King David, Zadok, Ahimelech, and the family leaders of the priests and the Levites. The end.
Oh wow. That was rough. That was a rough
painful.
chapter.
That was rough, you guys.
I mean, like, the only highlight was things we talked about that weren't the chapter.
The best part of this chapter was us.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
Yeah, I have nothing to add.
Because there was all names. It was just a bunch of shit. So
They drew lots. They
Yeah.
sure did.
And
They
people-
sure as
and,
fuck did.
And Aaron's sons died.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was-
Remember that time when
they
God
died.
was rude
Right.
and he was a murdery son of a bitch?
Yeah. All right. Well, that was 1 Chronicles chapter 24.
Sure as fuck was.
And tomorrow we'll be back with...
1 Chronicles chapter 25.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okie dokie. Husband,
Wife!
do you remember what happened yesterday?
There was a lot of fucking names.
There were so many names.
We had to talk about all kinds of other shit because there were so many fucking names.
Well, it's because even though that was 1 Chronicles chapter 24, it was a continuation from all of 1 Chronicles chapter 23 on the division and duties of the Levites.
Yeah.
And we had to know everybody's name and all of their children and what they do.
I didn't have to know it, but I do now. I mean, I had to hear it because we have to read it.
Yeah.
But
They said
it was bullshit.
Yeah. It was... I already heard those names. Also, the chronicler is a liar.
Yeah, definitely a liar.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
So a couple things. We just got done tonight. Well, you're hearing this in the morning or sometime other than right now.
So it would have been last night for you.
So last night for you at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
But we just got done with a great discussion / interview type thing with OK Atheists on Twitter.
It was amazing, you guys.
It was absolutely great. We couldn't, and I mean, it was so fun.
Yeah.
And the discussions were great. We went an hour and a half just talking, and I mean, it was great. I don't know what else to say. It was great. That's all.
I really enjoyed myself, and I know you did too. And we got to tell about our background a little bit and our podcast, what we do, why we do it.
Yeah.
And, it was a really good time was had by all.
I believe by the time you hear this, there will be, if you want to check out their page, the OK Atheists on Twitter, or we'll have links to it on ours as well, sacrilegious_D. There should be a recording of the discussion by this time tomorrow, so you can check it out and listen to it after the fact if you would like.
Yeah, I invite you to do that. A good time was had by all. I think I already said that, but
Yeah.
It can't be stated enough.
Definitely. One more thing we want to cover here before we get into this week's episode, or today's episode.
Yes.
Holy shit. So we have a new Patreon subscriber.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Oh my God.
It's amazing.
Who is it?
They go by Dingo Writer.
Dingo Writer, thank you so much. You are the bee's knees.
Yeah.
You are top shelf.
Definitely. We really do appreciate you guys. Every time somebody subscribes, it's just amazing to us.
Unbelievable and amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even describe it. Like, as soon as I get it, I like text wife and I'm like, hey, guess what?
Yeah.
This just happened.
He just texts me a screenshot and I just lose my shit because I'm like, when I say, get the fuck out of here, are you for real? It just amazes me.
Right. So thank you, Dingo Writer.
Thank you.
We really appreciate your support, and we hope you'll enjoy being a patron with us. And with that said, are we ready to go ahead and get into today's episode?
Yep, we're going to be doing 1 Chronicles Chapter 25.
Let's do it.
Okie dokie. Okay.
What the fuck was that?
That was fun.
Was it? That was fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
1 Chronicles Chapter 25.
Okay.
And we're going to be learning about the names of some musicians.
The names of some musicians.
Yeah. Ready?
That's spectacular.
I know, I'm excited.
I'm riveted.
David and the army commanders then appointed men from the families of Asaph, Heman, and Jeduthun to proclaim God's messages to the accompaniment of lyres, harps, and cymbals, but not saxophones and drums.
Right, we covered that before, yeah.
Here is a list of their names and their work.
Joy.
Joy to the Lord. Joy to the Lord. I'm so excited.
Are you?
Yeah, ready?
Okay,
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
From the sons of Asaph, there were Zachar, Joseph, Nathaniah, and Asarela. They worked under the direction of their father Asaph, who proclaimed God's messages by the king's orders.
Okay.
Got that?
I'm noting it down, yeah.
Okay. From the sons of Jeduthun, there were Gedaliah, Zeri, Jeshiah, Shemai, Hashabiah, and Mattahiah, 6 in all.
Yeah.
Just in case you couldn't count.
Right.
They worked under the direction of their father, Jeduthun, who proclaimed God's messages to the accompaniment of the lyre, offering thanks and praise to the Lord.
Okay.
It's always good to have more than one lyre player.
Yeah.
Lyreist.
Right, yeah. I think that's Lear.
I think it's lyre.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's lyre.
All right.
I could be wrong. From the sons of Heman, there were Bukiah, Mattaniah, Uziel, Shubael, Jeremoth, Hananiah, Hanani, Eliathah, Gedalti, Ramamtezer. Shut up. Yes. Okay, hold on. Let me try.
I'm waiting.
Josh Bekasha.
Oshbakosh?
Not Oshbakosh. Josh Bekasha.
Josh Bekashka.
Josh Bekasha.
Josh
Bekasha.
Josh Bekasha.
Yeah, one word. Josh Bekasha.
Josh Bekasha.
Okay.
That's a name. Right
That
there.
is a name.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got some oomph. That's music.
Josh Bekasha.
His name is musical.
Yeah.
I really like it, actually.
I mean,
I might steal that
Josh
name.
Bekasha. Yeah.
But I might use it as a first and last name.
Right.
Josh Bekasha.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Melathai, Hothier, and Maaziah. These were the sons of Heman, all of them. The king's seer, for God had honored him with 14 sons and 3 daughters.
Honored him.
Yep.
But if he had had 7, it would have been a curse.
I was honored with 2 children.
If he had none, he'd just be a fucking deadbeat.
Yeah, exactly.
Just, back then.
Right.
Right.
You were honored with 2 children.
Yeah.
Do you feel honored?
Yeah, I love my kids.
But are you honored?
I'm honored that they're my kids.
Do you feel like you were honored to have them?
Not by anybody specifically, no.
It's my honor, yeah. All these men were under the direction of their fathers as they made music at the house of the Lord.
Yeah.
Sounds like a blues club downtown Tennessee. You know? The house of the Lord. Their responsibilities included the playing of cymbals, harps, and lyres at the house of God.
Mm-hmm.
Asaph, Jeduthun, and Heman reported directly to the king, I'll have you know.
And, like, what do you think those reportings looked like when they were reporting the musical things that they were doing in the temple?
I think that they were like, my king, sir, like, okay, I'm gonna be one of those, like, He-Man or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm coming in.
You got the power right now.
Okay, yeah, and you're the king.
Yep.
I got the power.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, king.
Yeah. What's up, He-Man?
I have a report on our music stuff. Do you want to hear it?
Go for it, He-Man. Let me know what's going on.
Okay, so one of our cymbals broke.
Fucking hell!
So,
what? Who broke it?
I'd rather not say. It was an accident.
Well, I mean, okay, I guess.
I take full responsibility because I'm a leader of men. Blah blah blah.
You know I have to report this to God, right?
Go ahead, sir. I already sung it to him. Okay, so one of our cymbals broke. And one of the strings broke on one of the lyres.
What do you think? This place is made out of gold?
I absolutely think this place is made out of gold, King Sir. Can I have a couple fucking shekels to go buy some new, what's it called?
Just make sure you get me some Dove shit to replace it, okay?
Right.
Yeah.
Also, we wrote some new songs. Can't wait to play them for you.
Okay. All right. They better be good.
They are so fucking good.
Yeah, they better praise God like all the time,
of course.
every second of the fucking song.
Well, we praise God 99% of the time, but 1%, my good king, we praise you. Is that okay?
You should probably make it 2%.
Okay.
At least.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's how the reports went.
That's how the reports went?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
It sounds good to me. Okay. Yeah.
They and their families were all trained in making music before the Lord, and each of them, 288 in all.
That's a fucking shit ton of people making music.
Was an accomplished musician. Not just did they play music, they were accomplished.
Those guys played the cymbals fucking fantastically.
Do you think that they could hold up in a choir today, or like in a orchestra, for example? Do you think that they could hold their own with an orchestra?
My guess is that they were using modified stones to fucking beat against each other. So no, I don't think so.
Do you think that they were accomplished?
I think for their time they might have been.
Do you think that against our time today?
No, not a chance in hell.
No.
They'd have looked like a goddamn high school band.
Or like that movie Whiplash. Do you think that they could have stood up under J.K. Simmons?
I mean, they had to deal with God.
Ooh.
You know, hypothetically.
Okay, but J.K. Simmons was like in your face.
Right.
God is absent.
Yeah, but he's just as likely to like
he might
plague you or
smite
something.
you, but like you don't have to keep reporting to his class every day.
Right.
Like
right.
J.K. Simmons was fucking scary in that movie.
He was.
So
yeah.
Okay, they would never hold up under that.
No,
pressure.
I think definitely they'd crack.
Yeah. The musicians were appointed to their term of service by means of sacred lots, of course.
Term of service, though, huh? Mm-hmm. It's like a
tag on a mattress.
No, I was just
Term
thinking like
service.
it's like a what do you call it when you get drafted into it's like you're getting drafted into the musical
military.
army.
Yeah. Without regard to whether they were young or old, teacher or student. The first lot fell to Joseph of the Asaph clan and 12 of his sons and relatives. The second lot fell to Gedaliah and 12 of his sons and relatives. I almost said sons and daughters, but no, sons and relatives.
They assigned the musicians by sacred lots. What if somebody was a better player of the lyre than, the other dude?
Skill is for bullshit.
Okay.
We don't care.
This means they weren't good.
Right. They were not accomplished players, I'm here to tell you. The third lot fell to Zachar and 12 of his sons and relatives. The fourth lot fell to Zeri and 12 of his sons and relatives. The fifth lot fell to Nethaniah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The sixth... Are you sensing a pattern here?
Yeah, somebody bothered to write down which lots went to which family, and I don't give a fuck, really.
Yeah.
But, here we are. Sixth
lot fell to Bukiah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The seventh lot fell to Asarela and 12 of his sons and relatives. The eighth lot fell to Jeshiah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The ninth lot fell to Mattaniah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 10th lot fell to Shammai and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 11th lot fell to Uziel and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 12th lot fell to Hashabiah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The The 13th lot
This
fell
would be
to...
a good time to point out that podcasts have a speed up function in them usually. And, just so you're aware, we won't be offended if you speed this up.
Skip ahead 30 seconds. No harm, no foul. Feelings not hurt.
Just
This
saying,
shit.
I'm just saying.
This is shit. The 13th lot fell to Shubael and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 14th lot fell to Medahiah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 15th lot fell to Jeremoth and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 16th lot fell to Hananiah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 17th lot fell to Joshbekasha and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 18th lot fell to Hanani and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 19th lot fell to Melathi and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 20th lot fell to Eliatha and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 21st lot fell to Hathir and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 22nd lot fell to Gedalti and 12 of his sons and relatives. I'm just trying to buzz through it,
I know.
The 23rd lot fell to Mahaziath and 12 of his sons and relatives. Okay, last one. Ready?
I'm ready.
Ready?
So ready.
The 24th fucking lot fell to Ramonti Ezer and 12 of his sons and relatives. The end. And that is a chapter done.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it is.
It's times like this when I'm like, we're just trying to read the Bible and that's another chapter done.
Right. That was one of those times. Although I did enjoy the little, role play for the
King report of the musician guy.
I thought that was good. It was good stuff.
I want to play He-Man again. That was fun. Yeah. Not this episode, but maybe again in the future.
I see. I was King David, so
I know.
I mean,
how'd you like that?
I got like a star role there.
Yeah.
I felt very important and stuff.
I felt important.
It was very uplifting to be in charge of the fake band.
Entire thing. No, I was in charge of the fake band. You were in charge of everything.
Yeah, I was in charge of everything.
But you delegated to me, and I handled.
Hell yeah, I delegate like a king.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't want to be in charge of everything. I want to be in charge of like my one thing that I'm good at.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't need to be in charge of everything.
Right.
You can do that.
All right.
Okay?
I'll do that.
So I don't mind being He-Man and you being King David.
Right.
Not because like you're a man and I'm a woman, just because my personality, I can't be in charge of all that.
I mean, you're He-Man.
Yeah.
He-Man's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Anyway, that was First Chronicles Chapter 2025.
2025.
That's right.
You okay, sir?
I am all right.
Okay, King David.
I will be okay.
Yes, that was First Chronicles Chapter 25.
And tomorrow we won't be back with the 26th chapter. We'll be back with
tomorrow is Saturday. So Saturday is Q&A Saturday. And then on Sunday, we'll be back with Sacrilegious Book Club. And we'll be doing some Jewish folklore. And then that night, we will do our weekly replay.
That is correct.
And then on Monday, we'll be back with First Chronicles Chapter 26.
All right, guys. We'll see you then.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you know what today is?
Yeah.
It's Q&A Saturday.
That is right. And
we're talking about Satan.
Oh, yeah. Shit, I totally forgot Satan came. That's amazing.
I didn't forget.
When it came up the first time, I was like, oh, man, we need to dig into this shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was so early in the week. I was like, I totally forgot about Satan.
Awesome.
How can you forget about Satan?
I didn't.
Fuck.
I took notes.
You took notes?
I took notes.
Good notes?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, are you ready to go talk about Satan?
I am ready to talk about Satan.
Let's go talk about Satan.
Satan. Okay, let's talk about Satan.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to talk about Satan.
What do you know about him?
I know that Satan is like the biggest, baddest, worst thing in the Bible that Christians always talk about.
He's the big bad.
This is Satan, for Christ's sake.
He is also known as the devil in the Bible.
Yes.
And those are used interchangeably.
Right.
And he is also sometimes called Lucifer.
Yeah.
So all of those things are
interchangeable
names.
Yeah.
Yes. For the same dude.
Right.
Okay?
And there's other things that kind of half reference, maybe sort of kind of.
I'm going to get to that.
All right.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Satan is an entity in the Abrahamic religions that seduces humans into sin or falsehood.
You know, what's funny, a lot of Christians think that atheists are Satan worshippers who eat fucking babies.
I know.
And that's just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. Like,
just for the record, any Christians out there listening currently, we do not eat babies, and we are not Satan worshippers.
Because we don't believe in
right.
Satan.
The whole point of being a fucking atheist is you don't believe in
higher powers. Yeah. Magical beings.
That includes fucking Satan.
Sky daddies and underworld baddies.
Right. Yeah.
So in Judaism, Satan is seen as an agent subservient to God. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to get back to that in a minute.
That almost sounds like he works for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I will get into that in a minute, but Lucifer is one of God's angels who fell.
Right.
So yeah, he would work for God.
Right. But I mean, most people put them at odds, though.
Right.
So.
Right.
Just saying.
Exactly. The term may also be taken as a metaphor for someone with an evil inclination.
Got it.
So, sometimes you will say in the Bible, it will say something about the devil, and they mean a specific entity that is doing the tempting, and then other times they mean that you are of the devil, meaning
you're acting like the devil, basically.
You're just evilly.
Got it.
You're doing evil.
Right.
Stop.
Yeah.
So in Christianity and Islam, Satan is usually seen as a fallen angel or a jinn, like a genie, evil spirit,
right,
who has rebelled against God, where God nevertheless allows him temporary power over the fallen world and a host of demons.
Temporary power, huh? Mm-hmm. Interesting. How temporary was it?
I don't know. Depends on the story.
Gotcha. Okay.
And there are a ton.
I mean, I can only imagine. Based on how many stories there are today,
right,
of Satan and how many songs and everything. Like, I started the fucking Satan music list on my Google Music.
Oh,
thing.
did you really?
Yeah, just to see how far I only came up with 3 songs so far.
That's cool.
But, yeah, I was.
Do you remember any of them?
Devil Wears a Suit and Tie, and then
The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Yes, that was another one. Yeah. There's some other ones that I could have put on there, but they were just not my genre style that I usually like. I want to make them things that I like. So,
Got it.
But I want to see how far I could get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's really cool.
Right.
You guys know we love pop culture references here. So if you want to recommend some good songs that.
Yeah. Send me some good devil songs.
Yeah. So anyway, to continue, in the Quran, Satan is an entity made of fire who was cast out of heaven because he refused to bow before the newly created Adam. And he incites humans to sin by infecting their minds with evil suggestions.
I get that. Like, why would, you're being forced to bow before Adam? You're just a dude made from dust. Fuck you, man.
Right? Like, I have been here for an eternity and my wings are fucking awesome.
You see these powers I got, you stupid fuck?
Yeah.
What? No, I'm not bowing before your ass.
That's ridiculous.
This is dumb.
Yeah.
God, go piss up a rope, man.
Yeah, I could see why Lucifer fell.
Right?
He's like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Yeah. Cool story, bro.
This is not cool. This is not okay. God, did you bow before him? No, I'm not fucking bowing.
Yeah. So, although the book of Genesis does not mention him, Christians often identify the serpent in the Garden of Eden as Satan.
You don't say.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't subscribe to that because why wouldn't they just out and say it?
Right.
Like, they're telling the
there's
fucking
a lot
story.
of things that when you get into Christianity that aren't outright said in the Old Testament, but they still ascribe these things to them.
Right.
So.
Right. That's true. Satan's appearance is never described in the Bible, but since the 9th century, he has often been shown in Christian art with horns, cloven hooves, unusually hairy legs, and a tail, often naked and holding a pitchfork.
Yep.
And these are an amalgam of traits, meaning a combination of various traits, derived from various pagan deities, including Pan, Poseidon, and Bes. And you better believe I'm going to get into Bes at some point because I didn't know that one.
Okay.
So I'm not doing that this episode. I did not have a chance to look up who the fuck is Bes.
Right.
But best believe. So the Hebrew term Satan is a generic noun meaning accuser or adversary and is derived from a verb meaning primarily to obstruct or oppose.
Okay.
And in early books of the Bible, like in 1 Samuel, it refers to human adversaries. But then in later books, especially like in Job and Zechariah, it refers to a supernatural entity.
Okay.
So it just depends.
Sure.
And I've told you about the book of Job before, right? Where it's basically God and the devil make a bet kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. So the first occurrence of the word Satan in the Hebrew Bible in reference to a supernatural figure comes from Numbers chapter 22, verse 22.
Really?
Which I don't recall.
I don't either.
But they might have said something else in our interpretation.
That's true.
But that's when he's first mentioned, which describes the angel of Yahweh confronting Balaam on his donkey. Balaam's departure aroused the wrath of Elohim, and the angel of Yahweh stood in the road as a Satan against him.
Oh, as an opposer.
Mm-hmm.
So not necessarily Satan, but he was opposing Balaam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
this isn't Satan. This is just an opposer. The noun that the Hebrew used.
They're like, this
Satan.
angel's being a Satan. So then, also in 1 Samuel, in chapter 2, it describes the sons of Eli as sons of Belial, which we did a Q&A on that because we were like, what the fuck is Belial?
Right.
And later usage of this word makes it clearly a synonym for Satan.
Okay.
Which I do recall that.
Right.
So further in 1 Samuel, Yahweh sends a, quote, troubling spirit to torment King Saul as a mechanism to ingratiate David with the king.
Okay.
I kind of don't remember that.
Not off the top of my head, I don't recall that one. But I'm sure that could make some sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And in 2 Samuel chapter 24, Yahweh sends the, quote, angel of Yahweh to inflict a plague against Israel for 3 days, killing 70,000 people as punishment for David having taken a census without his approval.
I mean, we read that, but I also am struggling with
that
being...
The angel of Yahweh is...
hypothetically Satan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because,
but is it just because they're an opposer of humanity or Saul or
that's what I'm saying.
Whatever?
Sometimes it is a Satan or the Satan. Like they're talking about just some evil spirit doing humanity harm.
Got it.
And other times, but working for God.
Right.
And other times it's Satan himself.
Okay.
But that is more a later Christian thing.
But I would imagine that Satan himself, quote unquote, would be more of an opposer of God as opposed to an opposer of humanity or a person.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. So First Chronicles repeats that story, but replaces the words angel of Yahweh with an entity referred to as a Satan. And that's where we just were reading and we're like, I'm sorry, what?
Right.
Because that was First Chronicles chapter 21.
Yeah.
So, that is where we are now.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Going back to 1 Kings, the prophet Micaiah describes to King Ahab a vision of Yahweh sitting on his throne surrounded by the host of heaven.
I remember that.
Yeah. And Yahweh asked the host, which of them will lead Ahab astray? And then a spirit whose name is not specified, but who is analogous to the Satan, volunteers to be, quote, a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets.
Got it.
And remember, we did a Q&A about that too.
Yeah.
And there was no consensus on whether that guy who spoke was actually Satan, a Satan, an angel, what?
Well, the addition of a Satan versus the Satan, or the Satan, whatever the correct analogy is, or whatever.
Right.
Brain. But regardless of the Satan or a Satan, I lost my complete train of thought.
You used
my brain opposed me. My brain was Satan just then. It's opposing me.
You used the wrong article, and then you called the article a pronoun or something.
Right.
And then you were like, I cannot.
No, my brain got stuck.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was going to say now.
Okay, I'm
sorry. It was going to be something really fantastic, and you all really just missed out on something like so amazing.
Doubt it. Anyways. So the Satan appears in the book of Job, which I mentioned earlier,
right, yeah.
which is a poetic dialogue between God and Satan. That's a nice way to describe what happened there. Which may have been written around the time of the Babylonian captivity.
Huh,
which is
okay.
interesting since that's about where we're at.
Yeah.
And in that text, Job is a righteous man favored by Yahweh. And in Job, it describes the sons of God presenting themselves before Yahweh, and Yahweh asks one of them, the Satan, where he has been, to which he replies that he has been roaming about the earth. And that's when God's like, have you checked out my guy Job over here?
Right.
And that's when that happens.
Right.
So
not that he wasn't that favored. He gets he's like, yeah, go fuck with him.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Yeah. Very uncool.
Right.
The Book of Enoch, which is from the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Okay.
It contains unique material on the origins of demons and Nephilim.
Oh, interesting.
Why some angels fell from heaven, and an explanation of why the Genesis flood was morally necessary, and some prophetic exposition on the 1,000-year reign of the Messiah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So the Book of Enoch, which the Dead Sea Scrolls revealed, was nearly as popular as the Torah.
Wow.
In its time. Yeah. Wow. That's what the Dead Sea Scrolls revealed, that it was nearly as popular as the Torah.
But then it just disappeared.
Yeah, we don't really know.
I mean, you know, the Dead Sea Scrolls was a big thing, right?
Yeah.
So, like, they got rediscovered after 1,000 years or whatever.
Well, I mean, think about it. What happened to so many things during the Babylonian exile.
Right, that's true.
So
that's true.
It's amazing that we found anything to begin with, and then that we found some things like the Dead Sea Scrolls later is further amazing.
Right. I think it's funny because there was a lot of talk about how they're not going to publish these things at the time. And we're talking 30 or 40 years ago or whatever, right?
Right.
But, like, there was all kinds of worry about how it would disprove God. And I'm like, well, the Bible does a fine job of that on its own.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really think you can fuck this up anymore.
No. And, anyway, what, is your God so weak?
Right, yeah.
Like, is your faith so weak that you can't stand it being shook up by some mere, I don't know, words?
Right.
So, the Book of Enoch describes a group of 200 angels known as the Watchers, who are assigned to supervise the earth. Which, do you remember that show, Fringe?
Yes.
That we watched?
Yeah.
And
they had the Watchers.
They had the Watchers who were assigned to supervise the earth,
interesting,
right?
Yeah.
And I wonder if this is where they got
took
those
it from. That, yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That was a great show, by the by.
It was.
Anyway, the Watchers were assigned to supervise the earth, but instead abandoned their duties, and they have sexual intercourse with human women.
Those fuckers.
Yeah.
Man.
So that's what the Book of Enoch talks about. That's how the Nephilim are come about.
Oh, okay.
And so one member of the group of Watchers, known as Azazel, spread sin and corruption among humankind. And the Watchers are ultimately sequestered in isolated caves across the earth and are condemned to face judgment at the end of time.
Oh.
And I don't know if you remember, but we
Be careful what caves you crawl into.
Well, as I was saying, I don't know if you remember, but we are watching, like, we're towards the end of Supernatural. I think there's only like 2 more seasons because we're behind.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah. But where we were at, that boy Jack opened some caves in the ground.
Yeah.
And that's what he was talking about, letting loose.
Okay.
So that's interesting.
That is interesting.
So the Book of Jubilees, which I don't know anything about, was written around 150 BC.
Okay.
And it retells the story of the Watchers' defeat, but in deviation from the Book of Enoch, this guy Mastema, the chief of spirits, intervenes before all of their demon offspring are sealed away, and he requests that Yahweh let him keep some of them to become his workers.
Is this so? These are the demons. Is that okay? Got it.
Yeah, and the head guy Mastema is like, I'm the master.
Right.
I'm Mastema, and I need some of these angel baby bad boy demons as my slaves.
Right.
So Yahweh acquiesces. And Mastema.
Even in supernatural entities, slavery is okay.
Yeah. Okay, but this part is so cool. Ready for this?
I'm ready.
Mastema uses them to tempt humans into committing more sins so that he may punish them for their wickedness. And one of those sins was he induced Yahweh to test Abraham by ordering him to sacrifice Isaac.
Oh my God. Seriously? Like, it's an apologist take on the Abraham story? Even?
Yes.
That's such bullshit.
It's not God's fault. He had his arm twisted.
That's bullshit.
By Mastema.
That is bullshit.
Right? This all-powerful motherfucking being.
It's bullshit enough that there's this fucking God that supposedly has control over all of our lives or whatever, and whatever.
And then he's like, how much do you have faith in me? How much? Show me. Kill him. Do it.
But
just kidding.
Why else would you have an apologist thing written in, what was it, 150 AD? Or?
AD.
Okay. Why would you have somebody write an apologist account unless, even back then, they were already starting to go, this stuff is God's a little bit of a dick here, you know? Yeah. Like, maybe we should, tone him down and give him a reason why that happened, because that was a dick move, man.
And they were like, how can we make this seem better? And instead they made God seem weak.
It's just, I mean, but but it just proves that none of this is real, because they're just constantly making up excuses for this and that and rewriting. I mean, the shit that we're reading right now with the Chronicler. Yeah. I mean, he's just rewriting what he fucking wants to rewrite.
Yep.
It's crap.
I don't understand why it's included as canon in the Bible. Like, look at this rewriting.
Yeah.
Why?
No, I can't imagine being the person sitting there editing a new version of the Bible and saying, yeah, let's just keep this shit in. Whatever. I mean, it only detracts completely from the other thing.
I mean, I can understand it if it's like, this book is a collection of ancient texts, some of which oppose each other. That would be cool if that's how it was introduced. But it's not. It's introduced as, this book is the good word. It is God's word, and every word of it 100% is true, and you need to believe the whole thing.
Right. No, if somebody came up to me and said, hey, I believe in God. Oh, really? Okay. Well, why do you believe in God? And then and it wasn't based on the Bible. It was based on feelings and whatever. And they said, and there's this book that we read, and you kind of have to decide what you think your version of God is, because there's a lot of people that have different takes in this book, That would be somewhat better.
Better, but still not perfect.
Right.
The only way this book, the Bible, is excusable is if you say it is not a story. It is a collection of various stories from dum-dums way back when.
Right, like the collection of Jewish folklore that we're going over in our book club.
Or like
you could just say this is a collection of stupid ass stories. You decide which ones you like.
Like Beowulf and the Greek, Roman, and Egyptian gods, and from the beginning of time, all the dumbest stories.
Yeah.
Okay, I just lumped them all together and called them all dumb stories. Some are clearly more interesting than others.
Definitely.
I mean, I love Beowulf.
Right.
Even though it's dull as fuck. I love the overall. And I love learning about the Greek, Roman, and Egyptian gods. But then we get to the Christian guy and his collection, and it's so messy and stupid.
But you know what? We have the benefit. We have the ill fortune of having a book already written about this, right? Mm-hmm. There's not like a Bible of Greek gods that I know of.
Right.
It's been stories handed down through all time, right? And they've been written in so many different ways that it's just a matter of a bunch of different, essentially, fables that have been cobbled together, and here are the stories of these things.
Right.
Well, we've been told from, early on in human history that this book of God, quote unquote, is the book of God.
Not true God.
Not a grouping of stories about a God that we want to, remember type thing. But this is a book that is either God's word or almost God's word.
Right.
And we're supposed to take it as such, right?
Right.
And that's just complete crap. That's not what it is. It's not that at all.
No.
It's a bunch of people trying to explain what God is.
Yeah.
In their own fucking words.
And then a bunch of other guys saying this story is not cool, and then trying to rewrite it.
Right.
Not to redefine God, but to redefine who was living at those times.
Yeah.
So stupid.
I mean, yeah.
Well, let me continue on with my notes.
Sure, sorry.
No, rants are great. In the Middle Ages, Satan played a minimal role in Christian theology and was used as a comic relief figure in mystery plays.
Ah,
So that's funny.
that's funny.
During the early modern period, so we're talking like 16, 17, 18, 1900s.
Yeah.
Satan's significance greatly increased as beliefs such as demonic possession and witchcraft became more prevalent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a period of shame.
Right.
And then during the Age of Enlightenment, belief in the existence of Satan was harshly criticized by thinkers such as my man Voltaire. I love me some Voltaire, y'all.
Oh.
If you ever want to read a book that is funny as fuck and just smart as anything, read Candide.
Yeah.
It is just fantastic.
Yeah.
So, okay. Sorry, that was off topic. But I just love Voltaire.
Right.
So anyways, nonetheless, belief in Satan has persisted, as we well know, particularly in the Americas.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sad claim to fame.
Tell me all about it.
Having said that, most Jews do not believe in the existence of a supernatural omni-malevolent figure. And I really like that word, omni-malevolent.
It's a good word.
Right?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It's interesting that the Jewish people don't believe in this, though.
It's because they're intelligent. They're intellectual, as we talked about last time.
Well, they're inquisitive at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. The Jews also tend to reject any belief in rebel or fallen angels and view evil as abstract, as in the case of human adversaries.
Sure.
So, you know, again, they are inquisitive and intellectual and view these things as such.
Right.
So,
but no, America has fallen into fantastical, you know, basically God fantasy land. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. So stupid. So as I said at the beginning, Satan and devil are terms that are used interchangeably. We've gone over this a little bit before when we talked about Belial and some of the other bad boy gods. But devil itself means to slander or slanderer.
Okay.
Beelzebub, Lord of Flies, is another name he goes by.
Yeah.
And Abaddon, the Destroyer, is another one.
All right.
There were a whole bunch of others, but I mean, we're getting like repetitive here, so I just cut it to those.
Sure.
The New Testament Gospels identify Satan and his demons as the causes of illness. There was a bunch of New Testament stuff I did not get into since we are not there yet.
Yeah.
But I will say this. A bunch of stuff in the book of Luke, they talk about the devil and his demons being the cause of illnesses, including fever, leprosy, and arthritis. And then the book of Hebrews describes the devil as him who holds the power of death. And then, last note, apparently Muslims do not regard Satan as the cause of evil, but as a tempter who takes advantage of humans' inclinations toward self-centeredness.
Okay.
More of a spirit than a being.
Right.
So,
yeah, it just sounds like somebody to blame all the problems onto me. But,
the devil made me do it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's it's a trope.
It is a trope, and it's so stupid. Just take responsibility for your actions. Herschel Walker, you have 1,000 babies out there, and that's even including all the abortions you made people have.
Right.
For God's sakes.
Yeah. No, it's that was an interesting. I learned a lot there. Like, I mean, I like the idea that Satan came from a Hebrew word that meant opposer.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna start calling people that oppose me like, goddamn Satan.
You're a Satan.
You're Satan.
You're a Satan.
You're a Satan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that was all we had for the Q&A today.
That's all I have for the Q&A today.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow for
Sacrilegious Book Club.
And we'll have our weekly replay that day as well, and then we'll be back on Monday with
1 Chronicles Chapter 26.
That is correct.
Yay!
All right. We'll see you guys then.
Bye. Husband!
Wife!
Do you know what today is?
I do.
Tell me.
It's
you don't want to sing it.
Yeah, I don't want to sing it.
Sacrilegious Book Club.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. We are covering a treasury of Jewish folklore, stories, traditions, legends, humor, wisdom, and folk songs of the Jewish people.
And so much more.
Edited by Nathan Asubel.
That's not.
No.
Okay.
So that's what we're getting into today. We're going to cover the first part, which is Jewish salt.
Got it. Jewish salt.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, so to reiterate, we are covering a treasury of Jewish folklore.
Folklore.
Oh my god!
I thought about doing it with the intro, and then that was all. I paused, and I was like, "Oh, I screwed this up."
And then you paused.
So then
too long.
I had to do it at the beginning of this one because I was like, it was just there. I was like,
"Okay, you're an idiot. Stop." And the first section that we're covering is Jewish salt, and just to remind you what that means, there is a phrase called Attic salt I'd never heard of till I read this and had to look it up.
right,
And Attic salt is a poignant and delicate wit, or a dry, shrewd, pointed, cutting, or subtle humor.
yeah,
And that's because in classical times, the word salt was a frequent metaphor for the word wit. Okay?
got
And
it.
so Jewish salt then means that the stories from this section are all going to have some kind of shrewd or dry wit to them.
Got it.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I picked out several that I thought would be fun to read.
Okay.
And you can react to them.
Got it.
And they're quite short. The first one that I'm going to read is on page 3. And it's called... Oh, I had one more thing I wanted to say before I read it.
One more thing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to say is that the majority of these came from the Agada, or there were a few that came from the Midrash, and both the Agada and Midrash are supplemental materials to the Talmud, which is the second law,
Okay.
as opposed to the first law being the books of Moses, or what we would call the Pentateuch.
Yeah, I think we covered that in the first
We did.
one that the intro to this.
Yes, I just wanted to reiterate that that's where these stories came from.
Got it.
Okay?
Got it.
Okay, so page 3, a lesson in Talmud.
Okay. Yep.
One day, a country fellow came to his rabbi. "Rabbi," he said, in the tongue-tied fashion of the unlettered in the presence of the learned, "for a long time I have been hearing of Talmud. It puzzles me not to know what Talmud is. Please teach me, what is Talmud?" "Talmud?" The rabbi smiled tolerantly, as one does to a child.
Tolerantly.
Yeah, as one does to a child.
Right.
"You'll never understand Talmud. You're a peasant." "Oh, Rabbi, you must teach me," the fellow insisted. "I've never asked you for a favor. This time I ask. Please teach me. What is Talmud?" "Very well," said the rabbi. "Listen carefully. If 2 burglars enter a house by way of the chimney and find themselves in the living room, one with a dirty face and one with a clean face, which one will wash?"
What? Which one
Okay.
will wash?
Yeah, and I will pause here to let you answer. 2 burglars enter a house by way of the chimney. So 2 burglars come in the chimney.
Yeah.
They find themselves in the living room.
Okay.
One's got a dirty face and one's got a clean face. Which one's going to wash their face?
The one with the dirty face.
Okay. The peasant thought a while and said, "Naturally, the one with the dirty face." That's what you said, right? "You see," said the rabbi, "I told you a farmer couldn't master Talmud. The one with the clean face looked at the one with the dirty face, and assuming his own face was also dirty, of course he washed it, while the one with the dirty face, observing the clean face of his colleague, naturally assumed his own was clean, and did not wash it."
I see.
But we're not done. Again,
It doesn't. I mean, you couldn't just put your hand on your face and be like,
it's a thought question.
I know.
It's a parable.
I got it.
Okay. Again, the peasant reflected. Then, his face brightening, he said, "Thank you, Rabbi, thank you. Now I understand Talmud." "See," said the rabbi warily, "it is just as I said. You are a peasant. And who but a peasant would think for a moment that when 2 burglars enter a house by way of the chimney, only one will have a dirty face?"
I thought we were doing biblical stories.
Well, those are different sections. We're in the first
okay.
section, which is Jewish salt.
Okay.
Which these are witticisms.
Okay.
I thought that was fun.
That's fine.
You didn't think it was funny?
It is what it is.
You didn't love it.
No.
Well, the next one is really short. It's called Bad Business.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The evil spirit. Oh, page 7. Sorry. Bad Business, page 7. The evil spirit once came dejected before God and wailed, "Almighty God, I want you to know that I am bored to tears. I go around doing nothing all day long. There isn't a stitch of work for me to do." "I can't understand you," replied God. "There's plenty of work to be done, only you've got to have more initiative. Why don't you try to lead people into sin? That's your job." "Lead people into sin," muttered the evil spirit contemptuously. "Why, Lord, even before I can get a chance to say a blessed word to anyone, he has already gone and sinned."
What?
Man sins before the devil even has a chance to do it.
I got it.
To help him along, you know.
Sorry, yeah.
Man is bad.
I got it.
Yeah, you weren't following.
I was, yeah.
You were bored.
No, I missed the punchline. So
there were like 5 sentences. How did you miss the punchline? You are not into these like at all. And they like, I love a good dad joke, and to me that's what these are.
I guess I was thinking that it would be
you want more folk tales, and we're not doing folk tales at the moment. That's not the section we're on.
All right.
We're doing Jewish salt.
I got it.
Okay. So think dad jokes, okay? Okay, the next one is on page 11, Pain and Pleasure. A Jewish father took his little boy to the bath for the first time. When they jumped into the pool, the little boy began to shiver with cold and cried, "Oi, Papa, oi!" His father then led him out of the pool, rubbed him down with a towel, and dressed him. "Ah, Papa, ah," purred the little fellow, tingling with pleasant warmth. "Isaac," said the father thoughtfully, "do you want to know the difference between a cold bath and sin? When you jump into a cold pool, you first yell, 'Oi!' and then you say, 'Ah.' But when you commit a sin, you first say, 'Ah,' and then you yell, 'Oi!'" Cute, right?
Yeah.
I'm enjoying these. I'm
That's
sorry.
Great.
These are just right for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the next one is on page 13. It's called World Weary. For 2.5 years, the rival Talmudic schools of Shammai and of Hillel debated the question, but they could not resolve it. The adherents of Shammai argued that it would have been far better for man had he never been created. The followers of Hillel maintained that it was good that man had been created. Finally, both schools concluded their controversy in a compromise, that it would have been far better for man had he never been created, but since he is already here on earth, it is his obligation to make the best of it and live uprightly.
Sounds good.
That one was not a dad joke. That was
Right.
a witticism.
Okay.
Always do your best, guys.
Yeah.
With what you got.
Right.
Like, this is your lot in life, and you might as well give it your all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, the very next one, same page 13, is Truth in Gay Clothes. Gay in the happy sense of the word, not the homosexual sense of the word.
Right.
For those who may not know that gay used to mean happiness and joy.
Right.
Like, Dom, we now are gay apparel.
Right.
Okay? The preacher of Dubno, Jacob Krantz, was once asked why the parable has such persuasive power over people. The preacher replied, "I will explain this by means of a parable." I'm going to tell you about parables via parable.
Okay.
It happened once that Truth walked about in the streets as naked as his mother bore him.
I call bullshit.
Naturally, people were scandalized and wouldn't let him into their houses. Whoever saw him got frightened and ran away. And so, as Truth wandered through the streets, brooding over his troubles, he met Parable. Parable was gaily decked out in fine clothes and was a sight to see. He asked, "Tell me, what is the meaning of all this? Why do you walk about naked and looking so woebegone?" Truth shook his head sadly and replied, Everything is going downhill with me, brother. I've gotten so old and decrepit that everyone avoids me." "What you're saying makes no sense," said Parable. "People are not giving you a wide berth because you are old. Take me, for instance. I am no younger than you. Nevertheless, the older I get, the more attractive people find me. Just let me confide a secret to you about people. They don't like things plain and bare, but dressed up prettily and a little artificial. I'll tell you what, I will lend you some fine clothes like mine, and you'll soon see how people will take to you." Truth followed this advice and decked himself out in Parable's gay clothes. And lo and behold, people no longer shunned him, but welcomed him heartily. Since that time, Truth and Parable are to be seen as inseparable companions, esteemed and loved by all.
I don't know about that, but
You're not convinced?
I'm not convinced.
Okay. Okay, page 14, we're going to read, "There are miracles and miracles."
There's not miracles, and there's not miracles.
Okay, but for the sake of this story, okay?
Okay, all right.
Okay. A Hasid had heard so much of the sanctity of a certain rabbi that he journeyed all the way from his village to the town where the great rabbi lived. "What miracles has your rabbi performed?" inquired the visiting Hasid of one of the rabbi's disciples. "Well, there are miracles and miracles," replied the disciple. "For instance, the people of your town would regard it as a miracle if God should do your rabbi's bidding. We, on the other hand, regard it as a miracle that our rabbi does God's bidding." Tell me that's not good. Good. Cute. Good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yep.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good stuff.
That was a good dad joke for you?
That was a good dad joke. Yeah.
All right.
I appreciated that one.
Okay, next is page 16. He
Okay.
should have taken more time. The rabbi ordered a pair of new pants for the Passover holidays from the village tailor. The tailor, who was very unreliable, took a long time finishing the job. The rabbi was afraid that he would not have the garment ready for the holidays. On the day before Passover, the tailor came running out, all out of breath, to deliver the pants. The rabbi examined his new garment with a critical eye. "Thank you for bringing my pants on time," he said, "but tell me, my friend, if it took God only 6 days to create our vast and complicated world, why did it have to take you 6 weeks to make this simple pair of pants?" "But Rabbi," murmured the tailor triumphantly, "just look at the mess God made, and then look at this beautiful pair of pants." He ain't wrong.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, page 19. Page 19, we are reading The Secret of Power. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
"The waters were rising until they almost reached the throne of glory. Thereupon the Almighty cried out, 'Be still, O waters!' Then the waters became vainglorious and boasted, 'We are the mightiest of all creation. Let us flood the earth.' At this, God grew wrathful and rebuked the waters. 'Do not boast of your strength, ye vain braggarts. I will send upon you the sands, and they will rise up a barrier against you.' When the waters saw the sand and of what tiny grains it consisted, they began to mock, 'How can such tiny grains as you stand up against us? Our smallest wave will sweep you over.' When the grains of sand heard this, they were frightened, but their leader comforted them. 'Do not fear, brothers. True enough, we are tiny, and every one of us by himself is insignificant. The wind can carry us to all the ends of the earth, too, but okay, let me try that again. Sorry. The wind can carry us to all the ends of the earth, but if we all only remain united, then the waters will see what kind of power we have." When the little grains of sand heard these words of comfort, they came flying from all the corners of the earth and lay down one on top of the other and against each other upon the shores of the seas. They rose up in mounds, in hills, and in mountains, and formed a huge barrier against the waters. And when the waters saw how the great army of the grains of sand stood united, they became frightened and retreated. Isn't that an interesting flood story?
It's
right.
Well, it almost sounds more like the beginning of land story.
Yeah.
Like, when God was like, because at first it was all just water, and so like this is where he's like, don't feel so big about yourself or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's like, here's sand.
Yeah. Have some sand. Okay, this next one is my favorite. It's fucking hilarious to me. It's on page 20. I'm not going to read you the title because it might give away the punchline. Okay. A young Talmudic scholar. Oh, also, this one is more recent and modern. It speaks of America, so, and I wasn't going to do any of those. I was going to mostly stick to the old ones, but it's so hilarious to me. I stuck this one in there.
Got it.
Okay, so forgive me, husband, for I have sinned. A young Talmudic scholar left Minsk and went to America. After many years, he returned to the old country. His aged mother could hardly recognize him. He was dressed in the very latest fashion. "Where is your beard?" his mother asked, aghast. Nobody wears a beard in America.
Right.
"But at least you keep the Sabbath?" "In America, almost everybody works on the Sabbath." The old mother sighed. "And how is it with the food?" she asked hopefully. "Ah, Mama," answered the son apologetically. "It's too much trouble to be kosher in America." The old mother hesitated. Then, in a confidential voice, she whispered, "Tell your old mother, son, are you still circumcised?" I'm sorry. I just thought it was so funny. Like you could just put the foreskin back on.
Right, yeah.
It was called circumcisional evidence.
Right.
Oh, I'm just sorry you didn't like that one.
No, it was all right.
Well, that was the last one I'm going to read from this section. And so you could say I saved best for last.
There you go.
But the next section we will get into next week is part 2, Heroes. And there's a whole introduction to it. So I'm not sure if I'm only going to go over the introduction or if I'm going to do the introduction and read some. We'll see what happens, okay? Because it's also broken down into several parts. So we'll see what happens. Okay? But next week, Heroes.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Oh, wait.
What?
We'll be back. We got the weekly replay today.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back on Monday with...
First Chronicles Chapter 26.
Yep. All right, we'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, We have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.